Coming in at number 43 on our organizational value rankings, it's, I want to say, somewhat of a forgotten prospect out of Sweden. It's Oliver Johansson, who was a third-round pick back in 2021.
Yeah, I would certainly say Johansson is kind of a guy that Sens fans gloss over just with other Swedish prospects being kind of more of the forefront of the scene. But he's over there doing his thing with Timra and classic Swedish prospects. He's played a handful of games in just about every league possible. Mostly in the Allsvenskan League with 27 games, 6 goals, 3 assists. And they've got him as a winger and a centerman on elite prospects, but he's a left shot guy. And he's looking to have a big season here, Ross says. He's hoping to catch the attention of more Sens fans and more notably Sens executives, upper management.
And he was one of the youngest players picked in 2021. So with that, there's a bit more rope. He's a July 26th birthday, 2003. So he's 20 years old, just turned 20. And that to me is where this becomes a really intriguing prospect. He has not had success at the SHL level. 0 points in 20 games combined between the last 2 seasons. Last year, spent the majority of the year playing in the Allsvenskan, which is where the stats you mentioned are from. But he still had a little taste of his own age group in the under 20 league, where he was a point per game, 8 points, 8 games, 6 points in 7 games in the playoffs. He's an offensive minded, creative player. So I think that those guys, especially undersized as he is, I know 6 feet, 183, but I think he plays more of that speed perimeter type game. He's going to take, I think, a little bit longer. Now, another Teamra player who never ultimately made it, but still had high hopes and who probably produced more at this level would have been Jonathan Dahlin, who's back there now. Like I see a lot of similarities where I don't know if it's going to translate to the NHL, but he could surprise. I could see him going off this season, and I could also see him getting 3 minutes a game and not showing a whole lot. So this to me would be a pivotal year for the now 20-year-old prospect.
Yeah, Ross, I think this might be a year where it kind of decides whether the Sens are going to bring him over to North America or whether he's just going to stay in Sweden.
Yeah, you think it's that soon? I want to say he gets one more year after this one, I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible, but I think that this is a big year for him. I'm hoping that he can get some consistent time playing in the Allsvenskan League and getting a good top 6 role there so he can kind of show what he has in the right opportunity.
Oliver Johansson is not signed, but he's unsigned. However, Ottawa holds his rights until June 1st, 2025. So no decision necessary this year, but after the following season, and they could always sign him and then reassign him if they wanted to keep him over playing in Europe, but he has to have a contract by not next summer, but the year after, if he is going to stay in the organization. So Oliver Johansson, we'll be keeping our eye on him. Too old for the World Juniors, but it's time to produce in men's hockey with the SHL. Like Eric Engstrand, who Ottawa didn't even sign, put up better numbers than he did in the SHL as an 18-year-old. So it's just interesting that his point per game production against his own age group hasn't really transferred over. And that's why he's still in a position where he's coming in at number 43, which is 3 spots lower than we had him last year on our organizational value rankings.